Hello everyone, this is Visual Novel Gamer here, and I am back with Kinkoi Golden. Now let's continue where we left off from last time. Oh, I do have one update. I will not be posting a video either Saturday or Sunday. I'll be posting videos 5 days a week besides Saturday and Sunday. That is my schedule. Alright, now let's continue.
迎えの約束まであと15分。やや早かったか。まあよい。このくらいならあっという間に。
We're starting with Elaine today. Russell.
何か物音が。こっちか。
Oh, I like how this looks at night. It looks really cool at day. I like it better at night with the stars in the sky. Who's this girl?
失礼ながら、あなたはノーブル学園の生徒で？ああ
I think she is by her uniform.
まあどちらにしろ、ここは枯れ草も多い。喫煙は推奨できません。
I like the little arm thing on her.
ち、誰もいないと思ったのに。
Oh, there's the puffy face.
邪魔になったなら失敬。
Sorry if you hear stuff in the background.
行かないの？迎えが来るまであと10分あります。10分間は見張らせていただく。邪魔に思われるやもしれないが、こちらもそうしたことを見逃せない性分ですので。風情。ここにはよく来られるので？たまに。良いところです。昼はとても景色が良くて空気もきれいで、夜は少し怖いですね。きれいはきれいですが、それが逆に、特に湖はもう真っ暗で。落ちたら確実に死ぬからな。受水自殺ってどう思う？
What the heck kind of question is that when you ask a stranger?
苦しいのかな？文献によれば、この世で最も苦しい死に方は焼死、次が溺死だと聞きます。ああ、死人が書いた本があるのかは知らないけど、文献が言うなら信じるかな。貴公の私生活に踏み込むつもりはないが、自殺はタバコ以上に推奨できませんよ。わかってるよ。こっちだって死にたいわけじゃない。ただここ知ってるか？浜松湖湖畔。この湖はさ、永遠につながるってお話があんの。永遠？この湖に入った者は輝ける永遠の時間へ旅立つことになるって。
That's a cool story.
まあ要するに、ここ湖の中でも海に近くてつながってるから、入ると海まで流されて永遠に漂うってことらしいけど。ああ、なるほど。でも永遠ってのは憧れるよな。永遠の時間ってのは。自殺はしないって。2番目に苦しい死に方が永遠になったら困るしな。死ぬときは別の方法にする。そうですか。永遠の時間、確かに憧れる言葉です。
It absolutely is.
私にも昔そんな時があった。 いつまでも続いてほしい時間が。
I guess when I do a lane throw, I'll figure it out.
10分じゃね。ですね。では私はこれで。
Oh, they both have the ribbon on their arm. I didn't notice that.
そう。機会がありましたらまたいずれ。あと喫煙は勧められませんよ。
I like those bright red eyes, though. Oh, there's the pouty face. And I immediately liked another one.
いやー、ようやく笑けるもんが出てきた。さあ、次は何が出るかな。
She's still exploring my boxes that I haven't unpacked yet. You're still doing that? That's what I'm saying. Reina continued to rustle her way through the boxes. Oh well, it had been pretty entertaining to watch, so I guess it was okay. With that, Reina's eyes changed color.
なにこれ、ロマンスの神様出てきてない？
The next thing Reina smugly took out was a tiny case. It was a small, palm-sized box, but it was a beautiful item lined with felt. She could probably guess what was inside on sight alone.
こいつはあれだよね。ピアス的な、ネックレス的なのを入れるあれだよね。
Yeah. Oh, don't be too rough with that. It's...
しかも正方形。ピアスなら2つあるから長方形。ネックレスなら長細くなるはず。つまり指輪。
She opened it as enthusiastically as she could, but...
あれから
Idiot. She whipped back the cover with all her might.
何にも入ってないじゃん。ねえオーロ。
Don't move.
すいません。おっぱいなんて見てません。
He's still looking at that dirty magazine. I cried out to Reina a little louder than I probably should have.
ごめん、怒った。
Like I said, don't move. You either, Kamaguchi. Let's see. Alright, that's two. You can move now, Kamaguchi. You can go back to your porno mag too. Her opening the box so quickly had caused its content to spill out, and I went to pick them up. They were paper, so air pressure would send them flying if opened carelessly.
何それ？ラブリッチマーク？
Yeah. They were silver love-rich emeralds that came with chocolate bolos. I only had two, so don't be rough with them. It'll be awful if they got lost. I put them back into the box I used as their container.
ごめん。でもこんな綺麗な入れ物気になるじゃん。なんでこんな豪勢なもん使ってんのよ。
Well, yeah, it might be a little too stylish for a candy prize holder.
お母さんにでも空き箱をもらったの？
No, I found one. Someone dropped, so I went ahead and used it.
なんだゴミか。
It's not trash, but I guess you're not wrong. It had 10 years worth of sentimental value attached to it.
オロホラ？メーカーすら聞いたことない。
Me either. I had looked into it, but it seemed to be a manufacturer that went under over 30 years ago. Oro rings?
拾ったって言ってたけど、中身はその時からなかったわけ？
No, it wasn't. I think. I don't fully remember, but I just gave it to someone.
ルー、お待たせ。
Of course, Sylvie kept her waiting. Oh, there's the death robot.
シルビー様。ちょっと遅れちゃったわね。 美味しいメロンパンがたくさんあったから。
Her and her melon bread, Jesus Christ, that's all she could talk about. She talked about it in all the other episode parts too.
そんなに食べたのですか？夕飯が食べられないのでは？食べられるわ。
She has a bottomless pit, I bet.
愚問でした。
Yep, that's what it sounds like.
申し訳ありません。従者の私の送り迎えにシルビー様に遠回りしてもらうなど。いいのよ。ここからうちの別荘じゃ車がないとさすがに遠いでしょ。それに私夜のドライブは好きだわ。特にこの町の湖畔は夜景がすごく綺麗だし。ですね。輝ける永遠なんて表現にも負けないくらい綺麗な夜景です。10年前から変わらない。
I'm telling you, Sophie is the girl that my character gave the thing to, I bet. Look at that longing look in her eyes.
初恋のあの人にも会えたらよかったのに。
First love. Uh-oh.
金色ラブリッチェ。
On my first night away from home, the simulates excitement and uneasiness I felt similar to being at a destination hotel made it incredibly difficult to sleep. It was my first night here, so that was to be expected. The Noble Academy dorms were off the shore of Hanamushi Lake. Considering how huge of a lake it was, I could hear the waves lapping against the shore from nearby. It was a strange feeling. No, wait. It was my first time sleeping in this bed and dorm room. But it wasn't my first time sleeping here. It was along the shore of the Hamanuchi Lake. Back then, wasn't the whole area a campsite? I recall coming here over summer break. The open field by the shore was spacious enough for setting up tents and made for the perfect place for kids to run around in. I remember coming here as part of a neighborhood association camping event. It was an empty space that made for a great playground for kids, so we ran around, cut loose, and played. Once we wore ourselves out, we laid down and fell asleep. Sometimes we would go behind the adults' back and hide until nightfall. Wouldn't it be awesome if we could stay together till morning?
Hi!
It's dark out. Are you scared?
ないです。全然怖くない。だってこんなにもキラキラしてます。お空がこんなに金色に。
We were sprawled out in an open field looking up at the night sky, so of course we'd nod off in no time. We got an earful every time the adults came looking for us, but that never stopped me. Getting to be with that girl made me so very, very happy. Just getting to be with her. Because I knew it wouldn't last forever.
私たちみんな
I knew someday
ずっと友達ですよね。
I would eventually have to say goodbye to her. I woke up. The unfamiliar bed and ceiling overhang confused me, but I quickly recalled that I had moved. Waking up wasn't so bad. Although I left my parents' place in a hurry, there didn't seem to be any major problems. But I checked the clock. 6 a.m. Still early. I usually slept in until 8:10, spend the next 15 minutes running to school, and get there by morning bell at 8:30. Waking up 2 hours early was a rare occurrence for me. At Noble Academy, I believe you were officially late past 8:45 a.m. The dorm was only 5 minutes away from campus, so I could sleep until 8:35 a.m. at the latest. Maybe I should go back to sleep, or so I thought. Morning workout to sound like ... It sounded like the noise outside was what had woke me up. I peeked through the gap in the curtain and found around 30 women were standing in a row and doing cardias? I don't know that word. Now it made sense. They did radio cardias at 6 a.m. I thought only elemental schoolers on summer break and middle-aged men in corporate jobs did these, but I guess rich girls did it too. Reina and Joseki were noticeable missing from the lineup though. ... Still. This was pretty nice. A bunch of refined ladies doing still don't know that word. Young women moving their bodies with their black hair swaying in the gentle breeze. Their invocating exercise made the morning air feel all the more refreshing. Considering they were exercising right in front of my bedroom, this would likely be an everyday occurrence. That was nice in its own way. ... Wait, did I sound like a perverted old man just now? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And then... Okay, here comes more bad rumors now. Oh. They noticed me. Crap, by the time I realized, it was already too late. It's that girl again. They really want to castrate me. Jesus Christ. Now they were causing a scene. While I was off being equally flustered. One young woman, presumably an upperclassman, addressed me directly. Sorry if you hear background noises. I need the window open. My room is very hot. No thank you. All the girls hiding behind her were eyeing me suspiciously. I didn't have the guts to go out there. Oh, sorry about that. Sure. I closed them. The girl has somehow managed to defuse the situation and calm them all down. It had only been a day, but everything still felt hopeless. It appeared that upperclassmen I spoke with didn't hate me on reflex, which meant there were cool-headed people like her on campus. However, they were few and far between. Above all else, the fact she was able to determine that the curtain was needed to patriate myself off from the other girls fully narrated my current situation. But then, I never expected my situation to improve so quickly. How did I assault them? It's only 7:24. How did your intel get so skewered in only 80 minutes? Now I see how meticulous mob mentality can be. Ugh. I was getting such intense looks just for talking to Rena. It looked like I could get breakfast from the cafe over there, so I came to grab some, but... Yeah. Someone walked up to speak to me. I had a bad feeling the moment she opened her mouth.
どうも寮の中に悪い噂が蔓延しておりまして、あなたがいると皆さん怯えてしまうようなの。
Because you spread them. You're the one who started those rumors.
なので登校の時間ギリギリまで部屋の中にいてもらえないでしょうか。朝ごはんは持ってきました。
Dot dot dot.
あらら。
It felt like my heart was going to break first thing in the morning. However, I couldn't afford not to do as I was told, as their anger was being solely directed at me.
まあまあいいじゃん。部屋で優雅にブレックファースト。私も付き合うからさ、気にすること。レーナ、こっち来て。朝食ご一緒しましょう。ね、市松さんにはご迷惑になりますわ。
They're dragging her away.
あ、ちょっと。
And now they were taking Rena away, who was the only one being remotely considerate of me.
まずいってレーナ。転入生だからって同情するのはわかるけど、あいつ危なそう。
How do I look dangerous?
何されるかわかんないよ、マストで。
In the end, I returned to my room. Talk about a crappy way to start off the day. Noble private academy, a school where the country's richest students congregate, and there was even a genuine princess enrolled here. A tricky predicament indeed.
Ohayo, Ara.
Save me, Sophie. Hey, Sophie was the primary reason why I was in this situation, and one of my few allies. She didn't live in the dorms like the rest of us, and instead came to school in a luxury-looking limousine.
ねえねえ、聞いてよオロ。昨日はメロンパンを買いに行ったの。美味しかったわ。
It's always the melon bread, I'm telling you. That sounds nice. I'm happy for you, but does that mean you didn't need to sneak out of school to buy it during lunch? And here I thought she had snuck out of school because they would be sold out by the time school ended.
大丈夫だったみたい。レーナがお昼に行かないと売り切れるってせかすから。もうレーナっていつもちょっと大げさなの。そうでも言わないとシルビー乗らないもん。
So Rena, this was your fault.
でも楽しかったでしょ。
Sound like Rena was the one of the underlying cause that landed me here.
それでね、メロンパン今日のお昼ご飯にしようと思うの。それくらいたっぷり買ったのよ。
She's addicted to the melon bread. We gotta separate her and the melon bread.
一つ食べて美味しいからと店中全部買い占めたとか。
I feel like she did that.
オーロにも食べてほしいの。ね、今日のお昼は一緒に食べましょう。
Sure, that'll be nice. I didn't bring my lunch and was planning on going to the cafeteria anyway. Compared to how it was at the dorm this morning, having Sophie around would make everything better. Naturally, being in class would introduce its own set of issues.
またクルスクラウンさんと。
Male student A again. No thank you.
お情けをかけてるだけさ。クルスクラウン様は僕のママくらい慈悲深い方だから。
I say more. Hatred, especially from the boys, amassed in the room. After what happened in the dorms this morning, gross rumors were beginning to circulate between the girls. The guys hated me and the girls were disgusted by me. They were making fun of me yesterday, so the situation was obviously getting worse by the day. What a pain.
あ、ねえねえオーロ、話は変わるのだけど。
Sophie promptly spun around in her seat in front of me.
始球式って何？
Huh?
始球式？
Several of our male classmates who were seated far away immediately gathered around us.
よくわからないのだけれど、それに出てほしいという依頼が来てるの。それも日本のテレビ局の偉い人直々に。 野球という競技の日本シリーズとやらがもうじきあるそうなのですが、その最初の試合です。ああ、そういや10月だし、そろそろだね。野球って何だったかしら。あのクリケットみたいなやつ？
Oh god, those eyes. She's so confused.
はい。英語で言うとベースボール。日本では最もメジャーなスポーツですが、 ヨーロッパでの知名度はまだまだですね。
へえ。野球、日本ではそんなに人気があるのですか？
昨今はサッカーや他の競技も盛り上がっていますが、潜在的な競技参加者の数では今でも一番でしょうね。
Soccer actually got higher TV ratings, but that was probably only once every 4 years.
そんなに楽しい競技なのかしら。
To be honest, the government was responsible for most of its popularity. It was only necessary for the pitcher to have a large, stocky frame, which gave the typical Japanese athletes, who was likely not blessed with such a build, the chance to participate in the event. The number of matches was crucial to its popularity, though. Compared to soccer, baseball wasn't as physically taxing, so they could easily surpass 100 matches if they play all year round, at 5 to 6 games per week. Although it would be quite the undertaking since it required dedicated stadiums, over 100 games per year was feasible once they were built. There wasn't major sports that could draw in customers under the pretext of 150 matches per year, or in different terms, with so much money-making potential. Baseball was an extraordinary lucrative commercial event. It's essentially Japan's most popular religion.
スポーツですよ。
People spend tens of thousands of yens to go watch a bunch of chubby middle-aged men leisurely run around it. It can't possibly be anything but a religion.
偏見がありますな。
My character is very biased against it.
野球お嫌いなので？
Let's just say that I'm not a fan.
宗教ってのは否定しないかな。うちのお父さん野球大好きで、好みの球団否定すると激烈男だし。欧州でもサッカーチームにはそうした傾向があります。人間がスポーツにかける情熱の裏返しですね。
I'm sorry. Come to think of it, didn't soccer start to have issues with match fixing, and degrading quality of referees? Similar incidents occurred in popular sports in any country.
なんだかいまいちなイメージね。
The sport begins to decay the second it becomes popular. That's all I was getting at.
なんだかネガティブな意見が続きますが、人気があるのは事実ですよ。日本シリーズの始球式を任せられるなどかなりの名誉です。シルビアさん、どうかご一考ください。
まあ多分やることにはなるだろうけど。
Sophie fluttered a glance my way. My blatant dislike of baseball seemed to have annihilated her enthusiasm. Even my attitude had been a little too abrise. Better give her some support. Just for the record, the season opening ceremony is the primo game. If you're able to go, then that's the one you want to watch.
そう？
そうですね。僕も春の学生選抜で始球式を務めました。身の引き締まる思いでしたよ。
ひくちゃんそんなことしてんだ。
春の大会はうちが大スポンサーですからね。何かと顔を出せよ言われるのです。
春の大会ってなんだっけ？なんかニュースあったよね。
ああ、この地区では特にですね。
ん？
The tone of the conversation shifted.
何があったの？うちの県の代表が全国で準優勝したんだっ
はい。もともとサッカーは強くても野球は今一つと言われる当県ですが、県代表に選ばれた浜南学園野球部が全国で2位のところまで行きました。
Again, sorry about the background noise. I need the window open because my room is just so hot.
エースピッチャーの島東亮君などは11球団のプロのスカウトに声をかけられたとか。もっともその後、今年の夏は調子を崩したのか、全国どころか県大会ですらすぐ落ちてしまったそうですが。
そっか、残念。レーナ、野球は興味ないと言っていたのに、 それでも残念なの？そらそうよ。我が県からすんごい野球選手が出ると聞けば興味はなくてもすげーって思うよ。なるほど、野球日本人にとって特別なスポーツなのね。まあ人気者が出るならサッカーでも卓球でもフィギュアでも何でもいいけどね。始球式どうしようかな。
Sophie looked unsure. Like I said, it doesn't matter which game it is, as long as you get out there and have fun doing it. I'm sure the stadium will go nuts when they see a pretty girl like you walk out onto the field.
本当に？
Yeah. There's no better game than the season opener ceremony. It's the best one. It's the moment of the game that shines brightest. I'm sure the organization hoped you'd come too.
Krusclown-san、とうとう王室宛ての公務まで彼に意見を仰ぐようになってるわ。綾香、彼どうにかならない？あんな野獣のような庶民に関わってはクルスクラウン様が心配ですわ。クルスクラウンさんはカバレロさんがいるからいいとして、レーナがマストで心配だよ。あの子いつもあんな感じだし。そうね、庶民がこの学園にいるのは間違い。
School looks pretty medieval, but it's surprisingly high tech.
あらゆる技術の粋を集めた教育機関ですから。
We were going to perform a bio experiment in the chemistry class today. I assume we might be performing some sort of dissection, but the experiment was a dissection, but it was like a class out of the near future where we perform a 3D Indicide on a 3D generated fish. As usual, I couldn't understand what conclusion we come to do to the teachers explaining going way over my head. Studying isn't really my thing, but that was a lot of fun. Let's do that again.
オーロってテスト前日とかヤバタンな人？
Yes. Don't underestimate me. Tests are where I show off my robust intellect with greater than 40% accuracy on multiple choice questions.
すごい。けどバカだ。
Thank you.
我が校の試験は全てマークシートですから、なかなかに有意義な才能で。おや？
We came back to the classroom, and Kodoki, the first to notice what was up ahead, went wide-eyed with shock. Rena and I followed his glance. It was my seat. Ailey-san and Sophie hadn't come back yet. ... There were flowers and an overturned vase in my seat. ...
オーロ君。
The school performs dissection experiments on a whole nother level from an elementary school. A cheap crap like this makes it no better than elementary school, huh? Ugh. What more, I noticed. I must have purposely doused everything in water from the vase as my school bag besides my desk was drenched. The inside of my school bag, excluding my school class textbooks, which haven't arrived yet, including my brand new notebook, was soaking wet. ...
気にしないでオーロ。ノート新品なんだし。
僕のを差し上げます。新品をいくつか持っています。ですからお気を落とさず。
オーロ？
Who did this?
浮きれた。
思ったより直接的な反応でしたね。
Who was it? Damn it, who did this? I looked around the classroom. Naturally, no one stepped forward and took responsibility. I had a general idea of who it might have been. The girls were grossed out by me and wouldn't go anywhere near myself, which meant it had to be a guy. For that matter, it had to be someone who resorted to such cruel, petty harassment. his eyes which once focused on me as I blew my lid quickly veered away. Surely someone, or even multiple people, have seen the culprit. None of the students wanted to be made an accomplice to the offender's scheme actions, and which made every possible attempt to distance themselves. I kept a watchful eye on every single one of them, namely the person their dodgy gaze turned to. Male student A, it's finally time. Ah, it was him. And he noticed that I noticed.
なんかあったの？うわ、なんだこれ、びしょびしょじゃん。誰にやられたんだ、市松。まあ証拠のないことだから誰とも特定できないし諦めるしかないけど。
Bastard trying to weasel your way out of this due to lack of evidence. Elementary schoolers pull this kind of thing all the time, but it was a good strategy. I couldn't confront him without evidence. In the world of rich kids, that is. Kanachi. What's this guy's name again?
Huh?
I don't remember. He's got such a plain face.
西郷隆君です。世界的な写真家パブロ西郷のご子息で。
Saigo-kan, isn't it? Nice to meet you. So Saigo-kan, as you can see, my notebook is all messed up.
おお、気の毒だな。
You got the face of a guy who takes passionate notes. Sorry, but would you trade notebooks with me?
は？
Trade notebooks with me. The soaking wet one with the one you're currently using. That would take care of my notes, and I get my hands on a notebook that had coincided all our lessons so far. Talk about hitting two birds with one stone.
なんで俺がそんなこと？
You won't?
え？
For real, how terrible. And this coming from the Pablo Sego, son of all people. Everyone, please listen. Plebo Kin over here, he apparently won't listen to the plea of a distressed commenter.
Huh? Huh?
Why would you do this, Plebo Khan? Why won't you help someone in trouble, Plebo Khan?
パブロはお父様のお名前です。
Seigo Takashi? Seigo Takashi of Class 2A is the sort of man who would refuse to help someone in need and mock him from the sidelines.
ちょっと声がでけえ。
I'm doing it on purpose. Listen to this, everyone. My school bag has been horribly vandalized, but 2A Saigo Takashi won't help. He's just sneering. Who do you think the offender is, Saigo Takashi? You're watching, aren't you, Saigo Takashi? Why are you siding with the culprit instead of pitiful old me, Saigo Takashi?
やめろ!
That finally shut him up. I didn't know anything about the I don't know that word. World of nobles, but I could play this just as dirty as he had. It was true that I couldn't confront him without evidence, but
あれってまさか。そうだよ。関わらないように。
たかしくん、やりすぎだよ。
what needed was there to confront someone when the majority would out the known offender. What will you do? If you swap notebooks with me, then we'll call it even. Or maybe it was Plebo Sago, right? We should ask your father what he thinks of what you did today.
わかった、帰るよ。
Works every time. Sago handed off to grab his own bag in a fluster, then handed over his notebook. Thanks. All right. I collected my soak notebook and waterlogged bag and dropped them on the floor. Consider that my present to you. Clean it up for me, would you? The floor is all wet. Make sure to wipe it down, okay? I calmly took my seat. As frustrated as he looked doing it, said go, cleaned up the floor and left.
意外と武闘派かよ。
That was easy.
冷や汗が出ました。
Bullying's all about the atmosphere. If you act first, then you can easily stop it before it gets out of control.
ただいまー。何かあったの？
welcome back. And nope, nothing at all.
あら、あら、綺麗なお花ね。
Yeah, I guess. The vase had been cleaned up. ... Still though, Sega wasn't. Something about the way he was acting seemed strange.
ひどかったね、西郷くん。あんな幼稚な。庶民が気に入らないのはわかるとして、品性下劣な手に出るのは感心しませんね。まったくね。
She was the one who told him to do it.
着付け方を誤った。あんなつまらないやり方しか浮かばないなんて。なんか言った？いえ。私の手は汚したくないけど、このお上品な学園じゃこういうことに使える人間は少ない。にしてもさ、あの庶民市松マストで面白かったよね。愚劣な仕返しです。褒められたものではありませんわ。でも一興ではあったかも。いけませんわ、私としたことが。もっと周到に行かなきゃならないみたいね。
二の上、西郷隆君、市松往路君、すぐに生活指導室に行きなさい。
Oh boy. Had I caused too much of a commotion earlier? I ended up being called away during lunch break.
何かあったの？
Sounds like it. I better go.
お昼の約束は？
We can go out for lunch another day. Sophie sold me her huge collection of melon bread. Oh, sorry. It's not looking like it will work out today.
シルビー様、無理を言ってはいけません。じゃあ、早く帰ってきて、オーロ。余った時間だけでも一緒しましょう。
Of course. Sure. I wanted to get back sooner than later, too. Unfortunately for us, they nagged on and on with their cross-examination.
もう、オーロったら遅い。
I'm sorry. Oh, I was scuffed down the bread I bought at the school store the second I got back to class. I guess this was to be expected at a rich school, but I was surprised that they had pastries delivered from a bakery rather than selling the off-the-shelf variety.
何か言われた？
Not really. My bag was damaged due to someone's prank, but someone was kind enough to trade with me when I got audibly upset. We hadn't done anything wrong, so there was no reason to reprimand us. However, the teachers weren't stupid and continued to nag all the same. It was subtle, but the most of their complaints were directed at me. Were the teachers discriminating against me too?
はあ、オーロにメロンパン食べてほしかったのに。
I'll try it now if you want to give me some.
もうないわ。
What are those eyes now? She ate every last one of them, did she? You ate it all?
美味しかった。
She's a bottomless pit, 100%. She ate 2 loaves of melon breads. It would depend on their size, but wouldn't that be enough to make your belly bulge?
でも甘いもの続きだったから、その後食べたお弁当のガレットの方が美味しかったわね。
She's a freaking bottomless pit. Huh?
そのまま学食で買ったおうどんも美味しかったわ。締めをラーメンにしたのは失敗ね。麺と麺になってご飯の方が良かったわ。牛丼とかお茶漬けとか。シルビー様。何エル？エルのお昼の予定だったフライドチキンを一口と言いつつ半分も食べちゃったこと怒ってる？怒ってるわけでは、ただ。
Ellison was glancing my way, off and on. Don't tell me she.
摂取カロリーからすれば私の3倍は太いはずなのに、なんであんなに締まってるんだろうね。
I discovered the princess' peculiar taste trait. Ellison looked bears. But I would have liked to have eaten some of that melon bread.
夕食もお部屋でお願いしますね。
Right.
はい。 こちらがお夕飯になります。
The same as this morning. Toast, salad, scrambled eggs, and milk. This was the A set from the calf. Here at the Noble Academy dormitory, and it likely comes as no surprise, the dinner was quite substantial. Several restaurants would also cater the calf and would either deliver specific dishes upon request, be it Japanese, Chinese, or Western food. And it looked like I couldn't use that system. Not like a poor guy like me could indulge in such luxuries, as it was billed separately from the academy tuition, but still. Which is why there was a free menu of sorts for the record. The cafe affiliated with the dorm offered 1 cup of coffee and their A set free of charge. Other items like calf, aloo, and muffins were charged separately. That was all Joseki brought for me. Can I at least order something else and have you buy it for
も
me?
ちろんいいですよ。私があなたにパシられてると見られて、お互いヒゲた好奇の目にさらされるやもしれませんが、クラスメートですもの。仕方ないです。
Never mind. Damn it. Breakfast aside, I also had to eat this for dinner. They were probably enough calories, but it wasn't at all satisfying. I had only eaten bread for lunch too. My last 3 meals were packed with bland calories, and it was really stressing me out. I wish I could have at least had that melon bread.
ありゃー、えげちいことになってんね。
Yeah, nasty indeed. I was getting piercing glances just for standing in a corner of the terrace. This dietary stress in this environment, life had begun to seem cruel.
まあそう落ち込まないで。私が何か買って。レーナ、こっちこっち。
They dragged off my last ray of hope. Fling. A small parting gift, huh? She tossed me a lollipop. Caramel flavor. This isn't much of a meal, Reina. Still, thanks. Guess I have to suck it up and deal with until lunch tomorrow.
やっと入ったわね、あいつ。もう虚勢するまで出てこないでほしいですわ。戸を釘で打ちつけてしまおうかしら。
あんまこういうことしたくないけど、昼休みも先生に叱られてたみたいだしね。
閉じ込めておくが精一杯。
関わり合いになりたくない。できれば視界にも入れたくないくらい。
そうは言ってもね、同じ屋根の下にいる以上挨拶くらいはしなきゃいけないし。
先輩、甘いです。男なんてみんな下品で下劣などうしようもない生き物なんですよ。
彼のことをよく知らずにそう言い切るのもなんだか悪いかなって思ってさ。
Was she the one that was saying cringe the whole time?
調べればすぐわかるって。調べるってどうやって。それは誰かがあの男に近づいてみるとか。
絶対に嫌です。私も嫌っていうか無理。
やはり皆の安全のために閉じ込めておくべきです。虚勢が済むまでゲストルームを封鎖いたしましょう。
先輩、私がやりましょうか。
マジで？
はい、私は別に怖いとかありませんから任せてください。勇者だ、勇者現る。
A hero has appeared.
防犯グッズ貸すから持って行って。スタンガンと催涙スプレー、それから
大丈夫ですよ。そんな危ないものいりませんから。いざとなったら股間を蹴り上げるといいんだって。耐えられる男はいないってネットに書いてあった。しませんよ、そんなことを。
遠くからプレッシャーかけて援護しますわ。私、睨みには自信ありますの。
In her glaring abilities, Jesus.
みんなでやれば効果あるよね、きっと。
とにかく悪いけど 任せちゃっていい？他にやれそうな子いないし。
はいわかりました。
彩香もそれでいい？
仕方ありません。まずは様子見。それで結構です。
オッケー。それじゃあ今日は解散しようか。
まだまだね、私も。
This seems like the perfect place to end it today, so I will end it right here. Thank you all for sticking around. This has been Visual Novel Gamer, and I hope you like, comment, subscribe. Just give me your opinion on the game so far. Alright, everyone, have a great day. Bye-bye.